Okay, so this is going to be a basic tutorial covering the Photomerge function in Photoshop, so you guys can take all those photos that you've been taking and turn them into composite images. What I'm going to be working with here is first I need to, obviously I have Photoshop running, and so I got to go ahead and start a program called Bridge, which will enable me to sort of connect all of these other guys. So I'm just going to browse in Mini Bridge. If you don't have those things opened up, you can go ahead and it'll prompt you to get that opened up. You have to locate wherever your files are. You can do that in this tab here. I've already gone through and identified some of this stuff. I actually took a series of pictures at the Toledo Glass Pavilion of the Chihuly sculpture there. So I'm going to go ahead and merge those. A couple things you want to pay attention to is that all of these images are oriented appropriately so that they actually can relate to each other, and they're also in sequence. So you want to make sure as you guys start to produce these sort of composite images that you're paying attention to that as a strategy. Otherwise, the software gets very confused. You give it too much to do, and it won't process everything properly. So I'm just going to go ahead and select the first one and select the last one here. And then I'm going to right click, and under Photoshop tab here, I have the Photomerge guy. So this is going to pop up with a menu here, and I have a couple different options in here, and you guys, I would encourage you guys to explore this. I'm going to go ahead and just do a collage, and I'm going to look at this. These are the files in the order that they're going to be placed in, and I'm also paying attention to this. I'm going to allow the software to blend the images together. If you don't want that to happen, you just want to basically lay out the images as they are and just rotate them into place, then you want to uncheck that. All right, and then so we can go ahead, we've got that set up, we're all set up here, we hit OK, and this is going to process for a minute. What you're going to see here happen is it's going to open up all these images, and you can see them each going on here, and it's going to start to process this. Each one is going to be assigned onto an individual layer, and then it's going to have a nice little mask placed over it, so we can start to look at that. Go ahead and dock this since we don't need to look at that anymore. And you can see it did a relatively good job of processing this. This is not a one-shot kill to get this thing done, so we still have a little bit more work to do once we get into this. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to cycle on and off the layers so I can see which one I'm dealing with. And then I'm going to use my reflection here to start to align some of these guys that may not have been processed by the software. Control plus, Control minus to zoom in and out. And you can see that's starting to get relatively close, and I'm just collaging this anyway, so it's not imperative that it come out perfectly. So I'll go ahead and shift this up as well, and we'll again use our reflections to start to orient this. And Control minus will zoom out. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the crop tool, and I'm just going to crop this back down so I can reduce my file size here. I'll just hit V to get back to the regular key here. Now, if you guys want to continue editing this, you can obviously do any of the other photoshopping stuff to each one of these individual layers. For what I'm wanting to do, I'm basically just going to set these up, and I'm going to merge all these into one composite image. That's going to reduce my ability to do a lot of editing, so if you guys are wanting to, say, make this portion of it actually match the rest of it in terms of color, then you need to spend a little more time working that out. But essentially what we can do then is right click and we can merge the visible, we can flatten the image or merge the layers that we have selected. So I'm going to go ahead and merge those layers. And again, we can do that as many times as we like until we get to what we want. All right, and we can zoom in. These are taken with my my phone, so they're not the highest quality images. Once we've done that, we can go ahead and we need to save it out. Obviously, we don't want it as a Photoshop document. That's not going to be very readily takeable. Can't be easily taken into to print. So we'll go ahead and save this as. I'm just going to go save it as a JPEG. And so untitled panorama. We'll call this the Chihuly. Okay. All right. And we'll go ahead and save that. Alrighty, and then if we cycle across, pulling up other stuff here, we'll just go to our desktop. And we should be able to see our image. There you go.